Alright, I had to make this video this morning because I think it's pretty cool. So I had an issue with soundproofing when I test watches. So I decided I'd make a soundproof box. So what I did was I took an old Invicta box that I've got, and let me just open that up. I ripped the guts out of the box. It's got your typical Invicta guts with it's got some of the it's got this that your Invicta watch comes in, and there's cardboard that comes up to here, and blah 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 blah. So I took that box and I stripped all the stuff out of it, and then I took this faux leather, and you can see a bit of it right on the edge there, right there. So I leathered up the bottom first, and then I leathered up the sides, and I used glue. I used my GS glue actually that I use for putting on crystals, and it actually works really well. So, and then I got myself some foam, and this is the stuff that comes in. Let me just show you this. Oh, there you go. It comes like this, and it's actually like this, and you kind of put in a chunk, and then you pull out the small pieces of foam, and that's just to keep the watch in the middle somewhere. Then I took another big chunk of foam, and I put it on the top, because this was just completely empty, so it would provide more soundproofing. And then this isn't soundproof foam, by the way, because you can get soundproof foam. So I wanted to see how this would work to just insulate the watch from sound. And then I've got an old, it's kind of dirty, but I've got an old headset for an iPhone. It works really good. I clipped off the headset part, and this is the microphone part. And you just throw that in. I made a little tiny groove in the box here for the cord to fit through, like so. It's good for pocket watches and watches, but I'll just throw this pocket watch in. This is a kind of cool pocket watch. It's a I'm going to do a video on this one later on, but it's got a Swiss Omega movement in it, and it's got a Sault Ste. Marie Canadian jeweler dial on it, and the Silveroid case from the US. So the jeweler just punched everything together. So in this little box I also put a little groove there for the pennant, and so I just put that in like that, give it a home. So there you go. And then I close the box, make sure the cable's like this, and this Invicta box has got good joints on it actually, so when it closes it kind of stays closed. See, snap shut. And I wanted to test it to see if it actually works. And usually when I'm working away or trying to time watch, I'll clear my throat, and there'll be a waveform that pumps up, and then it ruins my timing. So I'm using e-timer here. Let me pause and point at the screen. All right, there you go. So now it's timing the watch. It's got a beat error. It's actually, the rate on this is really good. I timed it a while back, and it's +4 seconds per day, +2, +7, and it goes down to minus something. So it's cycling between -10 and -15 or something, or sorry, -10 and +10 seconds per day. So I'm gonna cough, clear my throat, so you don't see many waveform problems. See, clear my throat, open the box up, clear my throat. Hello. Oh, test. Woo. See, that's a pretty big mess of the waveform, right? So I've got a boost on there as well. So even if I take the boost down a bit on this, let's just bring that boost down just a bit, like that. And I'm at -2 seconds per day. That's pretty good. Now clear my throat again. So you see the popping of the waveform there? So I'm going to have a hard time timing watch because of that. So let me just close this down. See, I'm talking and it picks it up. Close that. I think I better yell pretty loud before this gets before I got an issue. So that's the new soundproof box. There, that was a really big cough, and I got a little tiny mark on there, a little tiny noise amplitude increase. So this is the new I think my wife's going to wonder what the heck I'm doing. Anyway, I use an Invicta box because they're solid, but you can use any box for this and foam it up nicely, make sure it's nice and sealed. As you can see, the little slot for the cable there works pretty well. So it's pretty cool, man. That's all I can say. It's pretty cool. Let me just turn the light on, see if I drown everything out here. Bam! Drowning everything out. There we go. Just the last look at it there. That's it there. It's in there. Clear my throat. Lots of noise. Close the box down. Clear my throat. Nothing. So thanks. This is just a little quick video. I've got to do some prep watch work for a friend whose watch I'm going to start working on today. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I'm always making crazy stuff. There you go. Oh, just before I go, one more thing. Just one more thing. It's only a 5-minute video, so just hang tight. I'm going to show you something else that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can point this down. So what is this, you say? This is a balance tack I made yesterday. So this is your normal balance tack, and it doesn't allow you to basically, it's a balance tack that lets the balance rest here, and I'm going to make another little video on how to construct one of these. So there you go. If you want to see the video, I'll make it, but when you put the balance on this tack here, the balance itself rests on here, and that's the same material I glued on top of this so that the pivot on the end won't be damaged by the metal. And you just put it down, and the balance rests there, and it allows you to basically there's no stress on the hairspring when you do this. So it's kind of cool. Made that yesterday, and with a piece of brass and a bunch of filing and cutting, and I made the tack itself on a lathe. Anyway, so I'll do another video on this later. But there's my Invicta soundproofing box. Back to the box. Back to the soundproofing box. I'm talking, and there's no waves. See? Waves. Waves. No waves.